Ayuk right, they motion McCaffrey, backwards pass to McCaffrey, and he's going to throw downfield wide open. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown! San Francisco! He can run, he can catch,
is on fire!
Christian McCaffrey can throw! Schultz to the other, going to throw out left, intercepted! Diamador Lenore!
Wow,
Dak
what a
Prescott
play!
just threw him the ball on the outcut going left to CeeDee Lamb. Diamador Lenore comes up with the game's first big play. Here's Prescott back, has time, throws out left, intercepted. Ball got tipped up and taken by Fred Warner. Jimmy Ward tipped the ball, and Fred Warner with the INT. They're going to give it to McCaffrey coming left. McCaffrey, touchdown! San Francisco! He has thrown one, he has caught one, he has run one.
Hey,
Breezy,
Mo's nose, Peachy, fair to God. It's about that time, everybody turn your TVs on. The Mo's nose, Peachy, Breezy, and fair to God. They keep it nitty gritty when they bring you 9 to tall. We two gorilla, silverback, 9 silver
You know it's
hawks.
busting the discussion cause we get it in. Every time you know we grinding, I was 8 to 10. We always play to win. The faithful going hard. It's Wayne, Breezy, Peachy, Mo's nose, and fear to God. Let's get it.
Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Don't like it, better take a walk. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall.
We outline players up in chalk.
Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Don't like it, better take a walk. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Line is tall. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall.
What's going on in the place to be? In the place to be. In the place to be. We 4-0, y'all. I know we talked about it last night, but guess what? We still 4-0, and it ain't gonna change anytime soon. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Nitty Gritty Niners Talk. We told you we'd be back. We told you we'd be here. We're just an hour early. I got the one and only Mo's Nose and the beautiful Crystal Peachy B in the building. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. Kind of had a manic Monday, inventory Monday, so it definitely was. Obviously, being from the South, I'm surrounded by a lot of Cowgirl fans that decided to start in on me already. So the war has already begun. I was like talking stuff and taking names like my mom used to say all the time today already. Bets are flying everywhere. People are asking me, hey, are you going to bet on this? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? So it's already just flying. Dallas people running their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah, it's Dallas week, man.
How did you flip the manic into a victory of celebration? Because I know you walked into work like, we still better than your team because
exactly.
We 4-0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. From having to talk to my son because he, of course, a Philly fan. He was mad. So I listened to the podcast he wanted me to listen to. Philly fans are not happy. They are not all with this, well, at least you're 4-0. They're like, F that. We played like crap yesterday. We're not. So I was really surprised at how many of them were honest. So not only was, the faithful, I'm talking about me, kind of irritated about some things that happened in the game yesterday, but Philly fans were like, man, we almost didn't even win that game. Like we were almost 3-1. Like it was really bad and all this different stuff. But my son was like on 100 today. Like he was so mad about that game.
I mean, they won, so just tell them to chillax.
I told him, I said, you guys are 4-0 along with us. And so, it is what it is. I told him, I said, you guys are, I was just trying to make him feel good. I was like, you hadn't hit your stride yet. You're breaking in the new OC. You're breaking in the new DC. You're breaking in a whole new coaching thing.
Peachy, that's too much mothering right there. Just tell him, all you got to do is say, week 13, we going to whip that ass too. That's all you got to say. Just leave it at that. Like, leave it at that. Tell him to enjoy it because week 13, The Bay will be in the East, not the East in the Bay. We gonna tear them birds apart. I'm telling you, we clicking. Mose, Victory Monday. What's going on, baby?
Not much, man. Start the day off a little different. Today is a very special day in the household, so let me warm it up real quick. Happy birthday to you.
Mrs. Mose.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Had to do that. Today is a very special day.
Wow.
On this day, 1980, none of y'all business, because I'm not giving up her age on the live. The beautiful, the lovely Mrs. Mose Knows was born. So today we celebrate her. We celebrate her day. So I just want to send a happy birthday shout out to my baby. Today was a great day. Just celebrating her. We just got back from dinner.
Mose.
And I'm taking a little taking a little bit of time away, but she said, I know you got to talk Niners. Go upstairs, do your thing, come downstairs, give me a foot rub, and we'll watch a scary movie. So happy birthday.
That's what I'm talking about with the scary movie, the foot rub.
Peachy. Soon as he hit that artery in the foot, the movie gonna be watching it.
You already know it, bro. You
Happy birthday, Tori.
That's the snooze button,
That's
bro.
wonderful.
Gonna be out of there.
No, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Mose, that was awesome because you didn't do like I do and go to the upper room on that, man. You hit me with the Barry White low tone. Yeah, that was Teddy P-ish without the raspiness.
Yeah, I had to go low. My voice still ain't back from Pittsburgh yet all the way. So I ain't want to embarrass myself with her. So I said, let me go to the lower register so I can get through it. And listen, my voice still ain't back from Pittsburgh all the way. And we about to be out in Cali this weekend. My voice gonna be gone the rest of the year. So anything I sing is definitely gonna be at that lower register so I can get through it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so glad that wedding season is just about over. So I can enjoy football season. Come November, I can yell, kick, scream, holler, curse, swear, punch, smack, kick. You name it. I'm on it, bro. I got 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks, 4 more weeks. Damn, October just started. But soon as that November
just
hit,
in time for
you better talk, Peachy. Just in time for week 13. Guys, I'm so glad you guys are here because I've just been really happy today. I feel like the Niners are on a different trajectory, and it's like we're watching the same team win, but do it in multiple facets in many different ways. And so, like, I don't know if I can ever get used to it. I do know when they don't do something that I finally decided to get used to, it makes me say, what the hell is going on? Even though it's still successful, right? And so, like, after kind of winding down and overreacting and talking about the defense and talking about the offense, I decided to, go back, rewatch the game. They were in control the whole game. It never slipped out of Kyle Shanahan's plan. Even during the 5-point deficit, Kyle hit a button. He was like, nah, it's too close for comfort. Let's figure this out. So let's recap the game first and foremost before we get into the latest in 49ers news and things. Let's just recap the game. Like, how y'all feeling about the victory? Another division rival down in the books. The 49ers are in first place in the NFC West. They're 2-0 in the NFC West. And, I'm curious to know 2 things from you guys. How was your thoughts about playing the Cardinals and doing what you did by taking off all their feathers, literally? And how do y'all feel about the NFC West? Because it sounds like this might be a 6-0 season. I'm just curious to know. Let's start with Peachy this time, and then after Peachy, Mose, and then Peachy. 2 questions.
Okay. So it was awesome to be able to tar and feather these birds, that's for sure. So much so that O'Connor took offense to whatever he took offense to.
He got popped on that 2-point
yes,
conversion for it. I'm telling you.
He just got that 2-piece and it made him mad. That's what happened because he was turning into that 2-piece. After sleeping on it and listening to, like I said, people just, all day long. Hey, Kyle Shanahan was mad aggressive in that game. Very proud of him for that. Our defense, I think our problem was more in our secondary than anything. It seems like that it may be on its way to kind of getting an upgrade or at least a facelift maybe or something. Knowing that it's Dallas week, definitely going to be doing that. But, it was still 35-16, regardless of whatever. And it could have been worse. I think Breezy had a score of 40-something to 10 or something like that, or 17 or something like that.
Yeah,
it could have been. It could have been. And I think that the Cardinals realized that it could have been a lot worse than it actually was. But 35-16, a division opponent who just, laid the smackdown on, a very formidable opponent themselves just a week before that. So the fact that we were able to get that huge victory was great.
I agree. Great. Quick question before Mose goes and gives us his quick recap on the game. Did the 49ers score 5 out of 6 drives in this game? Did we have 6 drives in this game? There was one drive at the beginning when we got the ball back in the second half. We didn't score.
Right.
That's the only time I think we didn't score.
That's the only one because of the yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
Just put a little asterisk next to that. That's interesting.
That may be right.
That's interesting. If we're right, that means Kyle Shanahan is going to have some words with the crew. And because I think Kyle was literally, I don't know, PG, if this is being in his bag, but Kyle was not going to lose to the Arizona Cardinals. No. He just wasn't. Mose, thoughts, man? What's your recap of the game, man? Give us the Mose Knows recap.
I sat back and I watched the game again earlier today, and everything you said is spot on. It was at no point when we weren't in control, and I feel like even on the touchdowns that we gave up in some of the big plays, we were in control on those plays. And I think if we are in better position, or the team is put in a better position with the defensive play call and everybody is, doing their assignment, I think those things don't happen. I think that's what we talked about last night, is finding ways to win better, finding ways to take everything that we're doing really, really well, fine tune some of the things that we aren't doing well, and then let's see how much more formidable and how much more scary this team can be when we clean up those small things. I watching it again, as much as this may be a conspiracy theory of mine, I do think that this game plan was, if it wasn't vanilla, it was maybe only a step above vanilla. I think it was, I feel confident in our base stuff. We talked about it a lot last night. We said that word a lot. I feel confident in our base packages on offense and defense that we can beat this team head up. And that's what you should have with some of the juggernauts in the league. That's what you should have with the upper echelon teams. When you're playing some of these lower level teams, like if we played the Bears, if we played the Broncos, if we played the Panthers, I don't expect us to go deep into the bag of plays on either side of the ball, offense or defense, to do anything to try to disguise what that other team is doing, because we should be able to beat them man to man, mano a mano. We should be able to beat them with our regular stuff. And I think the benefit of that is going into this game, Dallas has a little bit of what we can do on film because of the past 2 playoff games. But they're going in with film from this season and how we're utilizing CMC. And I think they're going to get something very different than what we put on film the first 4 weeks. So that is a benefit that we have. So I think we executed well in spots. I think there are spots we can, execute better. And I'm looking forward to us doing that week 5.
Peachy, can you do me a favor? Can you get the stats of the Dallas Cowboys games while Mose answers the next question? Because I need to know who did what in the run game on them. I'm just curious to know what Barkley did. I'm curious to. I know what James Conner did. He rushed all over there behind. So I just want to know that Mose. We're 2-0 the NFC West, and I still don't think we look like a dominant football team. I don't think we look like we're trying to figure things out. I just don't think the continuity is all the way there yet. From the offensive line to the play calling, to the execution of plays on offense, and it's been good. We scored 30 points every game. We scored 35 this past game. But where do you feel like, I know we're in first place, but who in the NFC West? And I know we could get beat on any given Sunday. I know that's a caveat. I know that's a given. I get it. And I know things may change up until we play. I don't think we see Seattle till Thanksgiving for the first time, and then we play them like 2 weeks after that or a week after we play the next team. But who do you feel like in the NFC West is going to try their best to knock this 49ers team off their high? We're only 4 weeks into the season, but we've beaten 2 divisional opponents so far.
My honest opinion is nobody. Because I think if you were going to get us in the division, you got to do it early. You got to get us early while we're still in that figuring it out phase. Once we get to mid-season and we're really starting to fire on all cylinders, if we see this team that we've been talking about that has put up 30 or more points every single week so far, if this team is able to iron out some of those wrinkles, if we start to get better play from Colton McKivitz and the offensive line as a whole has more continuity, is opening up bigger lanes and are less penalized. If our defense, if we start seeing more pressures that lead to sacks, if we start seeing our secondary become lockdown defenders and not giving up the big plays and not having blown assignments and not getting pass interference penalties, if we start to see this team that's 4-0 make those adjustments and find a stride mid-season, it's not going to be them that beats us. It's going to be someone else who we may not be familiar with. It may be a team like the Eagles. It may be a team like the Baltimore Ravens, depending on where they are, depending on their health, things of that nature. In the NFC West right now, we are the kings of that division. We had the Rams number, and I don't care what they might have done. I don't care what Puka Nacua did. We still won the game, and we won it pretty handily. Mm-hmm. We saw what we just did to the Cardinals. And like you said, we don't see the Seahawks until November. By that time, we're going to be in full tilt.
Full gel mode.
So, while they may be the second best team in the division, we beat them 3 times last year. Again, like you said, any given Sunday, anything can happen. Will they be prepared? Absolutely. But so will we. So I don't see it.
How you feeling about the NFC West, Peachy? And then you can go over the stats.
I feel the same exact way Mose does. I don't see anybody who can even remotely mess with this team this year because, one, something happened that the NFL was not expecting. The 49ers to get off to a hot start. We are usually slow and have been over the last few years, ever since our Super Bowl year. We have been slow getting off the ground.
Peachy, what did you ask for the 49ers to do like way before the season started. You said that the 49ers could they do what?
Could they start fast?
Yeah. That's crazy. And I don't even think they're like, I know the record is 4-0, but I still don't think they're in fast mode.
No.
They're just they're on cruise control right now.
No. Even our coach said that we can get a whole lot better. There's so many things that the league is not even seeing that he has. So that let me know exactly what Mo said and what I said about the Thursday night game as well. I think it's been a little bit above vanilla for I think we've been coasting for these last two. I think that the first time that they're going to see Kyle in his bag is going to be Sunday night on prime time on NBC or Peacock, whatever. Sunday Night Football is going to be the first time that they're going to get a taste of Kyle Shanahan going in his bag to line up what he's got. Because guys got to remember something. Deebo Samuel didn't even do anything yesterday. He was out there, but he did not do anything at all yesterday. They just had him out there. It's decoy or whatever they had him out there for. But Deebo did not do anything yesterday. We were also missing the running back, a speedy running back at that, and Elijah Mitchell. And not to mention, we didn't have our third down, ace in Juwan Jennings. So just on offense alone, as good as our offense looked yesterday, like it can look so much better. And I think that's what Kyle is trying to say. Like, we're not even oiled up yet. Like, this machine is not even oiled up. It's not even got to the levels to where the oil goes in yet. It's not like that. It's definitely not like that. So nobody can tangle with us in the NFC West. We're the kings of the NFC West, and it's going to stay that way. Like it or not, it's going to. The one thing that I saw this team do that I was so proud of is they did not take a team for granted. They've not overlooked a team. They've not, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've literally taken these teams seriously. In the past, sometimes we didn't, Kyle's even said, maybe I just didn't have them prepared enough, to do whatever, blah, 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 whatever the excuse was. But this fast start, now the NFL was not expecting this. And the reason why I know that is because I watch network TV and all day long, that's what they've been talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The scariest thing is the 49ers at 4-0. Because it reminds them of the Super Bowl year. Except for this 49ers offense is the best offense that we've had since Kyle and John have been here. Like, the best offense that they've had. And they're still getting to know each other. They're still getting in chemistry. They're still doing all these different things. And it's not even, gelled yet. So, good luck with that.
Yeah, look, when you look at Kyle Shanahan and John, like they when they joined the regime, they had tons of draft capital and they filled holes, right? And then they found some diamonds in the roughs, and then they signed those diamonds in the roughs because they became all pros, and the ones that didn't, they're no longer here.
That's right.
And so, they've made mistakes on draft picks. They've traded away draft picks. They had injured players that they had to let go. This is all the part of why these two are extended again. On top of that, the only thing that they're falling short of is bringing home a Lombardi.
That's right.
But we've been there with this regime, and we could blame it on whatever we want to blame it on, but we didn't win. We got close again. We could blame that on whatever we want to blame it on. We didn't win. And then we got close again, and that time I'm blaming the shit on the injury. We was just injured. Like, I really feel like if Brock Purdy didn't get injured, we beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
Which means
easily.
that we go on to win the Lombardi, because we had already beat what's his name anyway. So
we didn't beat Kansas City, but that would have been the test. Like, that, I wanted to see Purdy and Mahomes. Like, that would have been dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. Why? Because they didn't know who Purdy was, and Purdy not Jimmy.
Oh, I was talking about I got them confused. I was talking about the Rams when we would have went on to beat Cincinnati. That's what I was talking about.
Right. Because we did right the year before
when the Rams
they beat us. What is it? Right.
Maybe they easily beat that Cincinnati team.
I don't know. Because we had Jimmy. I'm not trying to take shots at Jimmy. I'm sorry. I don't know though. Like I know we didn't win with Jimmy, so I wasn't really confident. But for some reason, my confidence in the team now is totally different because even though Peachy, you said they're still working on finding that continuity, like there's enough veteranship here that can carry that over. Mm-hmm. Hey, Debo, you know what? Hey, man, I see you struggling, man. Listen, I'm gonna set you up, but I'm probably gonna go this way with the ball. And Debo's like, all right, go. And then you could say that to anybody. One guy you didn't mention who had one target, one catch was George Kittle.
Yes.
He's been a non-factor. Again, big money into this guy. But you know what? We're starting to understand that these pieces are here for a reason. It's a puzzle. And so you're not going to have to utilize all the weapons at the same time. And I see Saber2 Tiger in the chat, man. Thank you for joining the stream. We appreciate it. I'm assuming you're a Cowboy fan. But this is the best thing you said so far that you've been in here, not just because it's one of the last things, but let me just read what you said so you can understand what you wrote. You said, first of all, you can't start a sentence off with the word if, because that means, my friend, you aren't confident that it can happen.
That's right.
Like, I'm going to say something confident. We will shut down Tony Pollard. Shut him down.
Facts.
See, that's confident.
Or when the 49ers shut down Tony Pollard.
You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. Saber, and I'm not picking on you, but if you're a Cowboy content creator, let us know. We'll get you on the show. We'll do a preview show. All right, but no, you can't start it off with if, because that means you're not, and you're not confident that you're going to. And every team, what are you going to do? Put 11 in the box? Good, because Purdy going to just throw to a wide open receiver. Please, Mose, will you tell him?
Please put 11 in a block. Please put 11 in the box. So Kittle can abuse J-Ron Curse.
Right.
Please.
Facts.
So
this is what this show is about. We're done with the recap.
Who's tackling
We're done with the
Debo?
recap. Hey, and the reason why he was a decoy, Peachy, is because the Niners didn't need him.
Exactly.
And this is what Christian McCaffrey adds to this team. I said it last night. But Christian McCaffrey keeps this team balanced. Now, I'm with everybody now. I need Elijah Mitchell. And if Elijah Mitchell can't go, then go get healthy and just give me Jordan Mason.
Yes.
Give me Jake.
That's right.
Give me Jordan.
All out of the backfield yesterday.
Just give him to me, man. Just give him to me. Just please. Just please. Like, and the reason why I'm saying that is because this is not about them game planning, because everybody's going to try to stop CMC.
Oh, of course. You don't think the Cardinals was trying to come up with a way that they could slow down Christian McCaffrey yesterday?
You can't slow down a person when their will is bigger than your whole team.
Right.
Okay, I don't think this person is a content creator. I think they're a troll. Okay. This is what he said. I'm not afraid of no Purdy. He a rookie.
Oh, okay, so he don't know.
Then he says Purdy throws picks.
He may be 6 years old.
No, Peachy, hold up. Let him figure this one, because Mo's going to correct him.
I just want to ask him. Go to NFL.com, sir.
Just want to pull it up for him.
We can share the screen and look up how many interceptions Brock Purdy has thrown this season. You tell me, and then we'll revisit Purdy throws picks, okay? Tell me how many picks he's thrown in 4 games.
Right.
And if you find out that number, come back in the chat.
Right.
Type in that number in the chat.
Type it in.
And then we'll talk about all of the picks that he's thrown and why they were interceptions. Let's do that.
We could do that. I'm down for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
so, Breezy, you asked me to do stats homework.
For us to talk about.
Yeah. Yes, please, Peachy. I just want to know, not overall, but what running backs did what on the Dallas Cowboys defense? Week 1. They played the Giants.
Right. Okay. There was the elements. I know no one cares about that, but still. Saquon Barkley had 12 carries on 51 yards.
Mm-hmm. Where did they finish as a total team? Does it say or no?
Hold on a second.
If it doesn't, don't worry about it.
No, I got it right here. It's actually right beside here. Team stats. Got it right here.
There was a lot of context to that too, and I'm not trying to stick up for the Dallas Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care about the elements. That the elements is part of football, but the context would be, when the Giants decide to turn it over and give up 2 touchdowns off of defense, one on the defense
Right.
and one on
That's
special
true.
teams. It kind of takes the run game out of the game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, total rushing yards was 108.
Okay, so they still had they gave up 100 yards. Okay, next.
Okay, so then the next game that they had was the Jets,
Okay.
and total rushing yards was 100. No, I'm sorry. Total rushing yards was 64.
Right, because the Jets just were
Yeah,
terrible.
because they didn't use. Yeah, they literally didn't utilize. Okay, and then,
Because people keep telling me that the Niners haven't played anybody yet.
right.
We beat the Giants.
I'm waiting to find out who the Cowboys have played this
Right?
year.
No. But
Oh my God.
we both beat the Giants. They blew them out. They shut
Yes.
them out. We beat them. Right after 3 weeks
Right.
of football, though, there was no football ever played, and they were able to blow. So there was no dings, no tears,
Yeah.
no beats, no bruises.
Oh,
right?
this is fun.
Here we go. This is the
The
game I'm getting
Cardinals.
to. Yeah. That's all I was waiting for. Yeah.
222.
Wait. What's the first number?
200.
You ain't even got to add the 22. Let's just stack at 200.
Woo!
So James Conner, how many did James Conner have?
Dang. Okay, so
James Conner, 14 carries, 98 yards, and a touchdown, averaged 7 yards a carry.
Yes.
God dang.
Josh Dobbs, 6 carries, 55 yards, averaged 9.2.
Woo. 200.
Rondale Moore, 3 for 54, averaged
Wow.
18 and a touchdown.
Okay, so
Altogether, 30 carries, 222 yards for a combined average of 7.4 yards per carry.
so you just told me something that Kyle Shanahan's paying attention to.
Yes.
Did you say Rondale
Yeah.
Moore?
Him and his daddy, Rondale Moore, had 3 carries for 54 yards.
So can I say Ray McLeod? Can I say Debo
You can say
Samuel?
Ray McLeod, Debo Samuel,
You
Brandon
get
Ayuk,
Ronnie
Bell.
Bell.
Yes.
They might
yes.
just have 100 yards by themselves
Good Lord.
without Christian McCaffrey. So somebody tell me if Dallas couldn't stop the Cardinals, who we gave up $105, and we gave up less yards to Dobbs than they did.
Mhm.
And we didn't give up any explosive plays
No.
to Dobbs.
Mm-mm.
But
He had one for 44.
Not
Rondell had
against
one
us.
for 45.
Not against
Connor
us.
had one for 26.
Not against us. Connor's
No, that was
longest
against
run
the
for the
Cowboys.
Niners was 11 yards, and Dobbs was 12, and Moore was cracked in the back of the backfield. I'm just saying, like if you're a Cowboy fan, that's cool, but just be realistic because you're facing probably, like, after tonight, we'll know the number 1 rush defense in the league, but the Niners are still top 5.
Yeah.
Cowboys defense is good, it's fast, and if you make a mistake, they capitalize off of it. So the key to negating Dallas's fast defense is to not make mistakes. Well, guess what? Who doesn't turn over the ball?
This offense
we
don't
weren't
turn
supposed
over the
we
ball.
weren't supposed to tell him, right?
We weren't
Oh, that's
supposed
right.
to tell him.
Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
My
But
bad.
you know what? Everything
How come
comes
he ain't
full
put it in there
circle
yet?
this
He's had
show.
plenty
That's
of
what we
time.
do.
Well, maybe he went into a different computer because he's at school and
No,
he wanted,
he answered the question with another question.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What's going on, Terrence?
Oh,
He-
yeah, because he was
he-
talking about the corners or
He
something.
says Purdy
DBs.
throws into triple coverage.
Oh,
That's not what I
gotcha.
asked you to look up, sir. That's not what I asked you to look up. I didn't ask you how many times he throws into triple coverage or double coverage.
Where-
I asked you
Where's Timothy at?
how many
That's who I'm looking for.
interceptions does he have?
Where's Timothy, the other Cowboy fan that's been joining the stream since yesterday? He's a little bit more easier to talk to
I
because
know.
you saying anything right now.
I think that it's really interesting that I reached out to.
Excuse me, Peachy. I don't
Go
mean
ahead.
to cut you off.
No,
I
it's fine,
think
go ahead.
this is interesting. He said you guys won 4 games and think you're going to the Super Bowl. Before the season starts, every Cowboys fan
Right,
says this is our
everyone.
year.
Trust
what are you
me.
talking about?
Yes.
every single Cowboys fan before week 1 says this is our year.
That's right. They did it last year. They did it the year before that.
You know what's gonna happen, guys? They're gonna go back and watch this show, and they're gonna say, like, "Yo, those nitty gritty Niner people are cocky. We're not cocky. We're not even being cocky. Like, how can you not be confident after 4 games? I just watched Dak. I just watched Dak look like trash, but I just watched Brock Purdy throw the ball down the field 4 times and complete 4 passes.
Yes. How can you not be cocky or confident a little bit when we beat this team twice in the playoff? Like 2 years in a row in the playoffs, and Dak says, that keeps him up at night. It should. It really should keep him up at night. Somebody put this awesome video on Twitter. I can't remember what 49ers content creator it was, but they had Dak's speech, and then they had, like, when you go back and you are like, thinking about something, and they like had it foggy, and they had what happened last year. It was perfect.
That's funny. But here's what's more comical. In their victory this week over the New England Patriots, during their presser, they asked Dak Prescott about the 49ers.
Yep.
He was pissed. Because the question was bad.
And he was like, you want to piss me off going into this game? Thank you. I need that.
I need that.
You need a reporter to piss you off to get ready to play this game?
He got pissed off by his own beat writer?
Right. Please.
Can somebody please piss off? No. I need somebody to piss off Brock Purdy. Hey, Matt Mayoko, can you piss off Brandon Ayuk, please?
Grant, where you at?
They did. I felt like they did when they asked him.
Where you at, Grant?
Grant
needs to be front and center.
Please,
just
Grant.
Going out.
Off. I want Bosa pissed off.
Please piss off Bosa.
Pissed off.
Somebody.
I want Armstead pissed off. I want Ken Law pissed off. I want Drake Jackson pissed off. Brock, I ain't heard Cleveland Farrell name since the preseason. I need him pissed off.
Listen, all I'm saying is, like,
only person I don't want pissed off is Dre Greenlaw, because that's a 15-yard penalty waiting to happen.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't piss off Dre Greenlaw.
The game is gonna be blood. I can tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be vicious.
It's just the history.
Yes.
So it starts with the history, and I feel like they're gonna watch some of those games. They're gonna watch some of those defeats that we took back in the 90s, and then they're gonna look at some of the defeats we took in the the 2000s, and they're gonna look at those last victories.
Right.
They're gonna look at a team that they've owned with Dak Prescott being there, and that there's no Ezekiel Elliott, which they had last year.
People forget about that.
You could forget about that. And now it's just Tony Pollard and some rookie that they're probably not going to play. Listen, at the end of the day, look, we'll break this game down a little bit later, but I just feel like the Niners will do exactly what they've been doing, and that's dropping 30 points.
Oh, yeah.
And winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because for some odd reason, it was so hilarious. So after the Patriots, got dismantled yesterday, now let's think about this now.
Pun intended, too, because they lost like 5 players to injuries.
They're like they literally, like their whole team was dismantled like before your eyes. Like they were just going down like dominoes, like through the whole entire thing. Their quarterback is horrific, which is why he's about to probably be replaced. Bill Belichick, I don't believe I've seen him that angry in so many years. The beat writers were killing him yesterday, trying to figure out the problem. And he's all like, I don't know what the problem is. We're trying to figure it out. So he was upset. All that to say that they literally acted like they won a Super Bowl yesterday, beating up on this puny Patriots team.
They beat the second weakest team.
It's ridiculous.
In the AFC East.
Yes. And at first, when Gonzalez was out there, Dak wouldn't throw that way. But then when he led, well, of course he's going to throw that way because that was the game plan. And, he's gone. So you get what you get or whatever. So, yeah. So it really just is hilarious to me that the Cowboys would say the 49ers haven't played anybody. You guys haven't played anybody either. So it really doesn't matter at this point. Belichick looks like he might be ready for retirement. I know the way he looked yesterday. Looks like he just don't care no more. It was bad. I hadn't seen the Patriots look so bad. They just, they just not there. So, but my whole thing is that this game is going to be a bloodbath from start to finish. And trust me, whoever comes out victorious, which the 49ers will, I already have a score. It's a tight score because it's just the way it is. I don't foresee a blowout. Now, if it turns into a blowout, the 49ers wind up doing what it is possible to happen. If we get hot and it becomes a blowout, it'll be like the worst day for any Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm just letting you know. It will be horrible.
Here we go. They setting the narrative already. We're going to beat y'all and the refs. Wow.
Oh, wow. And then this one. I don't know why y'all home. We should be home.
The thing is, we own y'all at home.
Right. It doesn't matter.
But we own them.
We've beat y'all in Texas, or what's it, AT&T Stadium?
It's probably the second best stadium in the NFL. I ain't going front. I was there. Matter of fact, I remember going viral and I didn't even know it till somebody sent me the video because I was looking at y'all crying. Like everybody was crying. I'm celebrating. Look, we beat y'all there. We beat y'all at our home. And I get it. It's a different Cowboys team, but it's a different 49ers team.
It is.
Yes.
Just because you got the same pieces, just like we got the same pieces. As a matter of fact, y'all lost a piece or two. And you got one guy that's not even playing.
Right. You have a major piece that's not playing.
Don't let BA go off. Oh, he only did that because Trayvon Diggs is injured.
Oh, no, Mose. Go back to the tape because I remember him putting Trayvon Diggs on roller skates.
Yeah.
Come on, escape for me, baby.
When I brought that up to Breezy the other day, Mose, he said, do you not remember what Ayuk did to Diggs? Like, it don't matter. You're out there or not. It does not matter.
Diggs lucky he not playing because Juwan Jennings was looking to put his face in the turf.
That's a whole nother monster.
Yes.
Jennings was going to be in his grill all night.
And don't forget about Debo, because that's what I'm telling you. Let me tell you about Kyle Shanahan, yo. The dude think he's slick.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get it. He wants y'all to act like Debo hurt.
Exactly.
That Jennings is hurt.
But he wants them to be completely focused on Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
He wants them all their game plan, their number one item on their game plan agenda this week is stopping the run. After they gave up 220 to the Cardinals, you think we haven't been watching that film and figuring out where they're weak? And you think there ain't going to be motions and ghost motions and all type of stuff, moving CMC, moving Kittle, moving Debo?
It'll definitely be different.
The number one on their agenda is going to be stop Christian McCaffrey.
Always.
But they don't have enough weapons to stop Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George. Like, you can't stop all four of them. Micah can't cover everybody.
I know, he really can't. It's
Hold
just
on,
one
y'all.
person.
Y'all missed. Yo, how did we not talk about this play on the recap? Kyle Juszczyk ran a fucking corner route, bro.
So awesome.
Nuts.
Yo, the fullback ran a corner route.
And ran it well, too.
Yo.
Yes. Yes, he did.
I'm so mad he didn't get in the end zone.
Yo, they tried.
He don't get them that many touches like that. So
they should have kept giving it to him, yo. Yeah.
They should have gave it to him again.
Yo, the fullback Kyle Juszczyk literally ran a corner route. Like, Kyle Shanahan was in his bag. And so the cool thing is we won't see it no more for a while. And that's the cool part, right? Like, that's what Kyle Shanahan is doing. I think Kyle Shanahan was literally out there. The reason why it's so kind of vanilla-esque is because he's literally out there just testing the waters. Like, let's try this at this moment. Let's try this at this moment. Like, he's very methodical and when he's putting stuff together because he's very methodical in what he puts out there on film. I made a tweet about it, but I don't think people reacted to the fact that you just ran a corner route with your fullback. Like, that's crazy, which means at some point that's going to connect. They're going to work on that more in practice, bro. I promise you. Like, it's crazy. I want to get to some of the super chats because they're piled up and I don't want to miss out on them. But before we do the super chats, let's shout out our monthly giveaway to Nick Donald. Congratulations. 34-17 was the score prediction.
Awesome.
And it was 35-16.
Nice.
So, guys, we do this on Facebook. We do score prediction on Facebook each and every week. Miss Debbie is running that, so make sure you guys, if you're not on the Facebook channel, go to NGNT, look up Nitty Gritty Niners, type in Nitty Gritty Niners, all right? You could join it right there on Facebook. There it is right there, at Nitty Gritty Niners. You can find it right there on Facebook. Become a member of the group, man. Be a part of the conversations. You can start conversations as long as you pass the test. There are 3 questions. If you can't get those answers right, you don't belong in the Nitty Gritty Niners group because they're 49er related, all right? But all you got to do is answer those questions. Congratulations again to Nick Donald, to our winner.
When let me ask this question real quick. How far into the game did Tony Pollard get hurt?
I didn't even know Tony Pollard got hurt.
I'm talking about
in the playoff game?
In our game. Yeah, the one that took him out.
First half, right?
I don't think he made it through first half. I think he got injured somewhere in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Because
they're trying to say because he wasn't out there.
He was out there saying that Pollard is the reason. Like,
yo, the motherfucker got hurt.
The reason why.
So you think he not going to get hurt again? He about to play against the most violent linebacking core in the NFL. He about to play against the most violent line in the NFL. Don't let it fool you because we not getting sacks, bruh. Don't let that fool you, bruh.
Right.
He got to run in between them dudes. And then if he get to the outside, there's a Greenlaw and there's a Fred Warner. Pick your poison because they both pop, blocking, dropping it. Pause.
Wait, what now, Terrence?
He
no Cowboys
hurt.
wide receiver has scored a touchdown this year.
Nah, CeeDee Lamb got a touchdown.
It had to have got a touchdown.
Wait, is it
right?
a receiving touchdown?
Oh, is that what he's saying? He's saying they had a receiving touchdown this year.
I thought I saw him get into the end zone on a play.
Hold on.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, look that up.
I mean, Dak does have a touchdown pass in the Patriots game that went to CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so is there any more?
Is it only the one?
Is that it?
That can't be.
There's no way.
How many touchdowns does Dak have?
No, okay. In the Cardinals game, Dak's passing touchdown went to a running back.
Okay.
That's not a receiver.
So that's in the past two games, wide receivers only have one touchdown.
Okay, so go back to
Dak
week
had
1.
2 touchdowns against the Jets.
Yeah.
Both of those touchdowns went to tight ends. One to Jake Ferguson.
Okay.
One to Luke Shoemaker.
Scoot.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 3 games.
Go to
and
week
in the
1.
first game versus the Giants, Dak did not have a passing touchdown. So through 4 games, Dallas Cowboy wide receivers only have 1 touchdown.
Wow.
I got to take CeeDee Lamb on my damn starting lineup this week.
You sure do.
I can't start no Cowboy. Tony Pollard and CeeDee Lamb must come out.
That's crazy.
Whose dumbass did I listen to keep James Conner in my lineup? Which one of y'all was it?
That would have been Mike, wasn't it? Because Mike was the one that was.
Yo, did you just throw Mike under the...
Damn.
Ain't no love in the heart of the city.
Because on the show,
it was
No Harm, No Foul that comes on every day at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Mike literally thought James Conner was going to have the bigger day.
Fernando.
Against the 49ers?
No, they're just that bad right now. They're that bad in the red zone. They're ranked 23rd.
Yeah, I mean, they're having trouble in the red zone. I mean,
They can't score in the red zone. Remember, Dak had the interception in the red zone.
That's right.
Yes, he did.
That's
to
right.
the Cardinal.
Yep. The same Cardinals that the 49ers went into the red zone 5 times.
Yeah, because they were so. This is how I know.
So basically, what we're saying is,
Okay, what you're saying is, and we agree.
Dak only has 4 passing touchdowns so far this year.
Yeah, but one is only to a wide receiver.
Only one is to a wide receiver.
And
only Pollard so far has.
So Mose, this is what this show is. Bump that. Let me ask you this question, Mose, because I'm gonna have you.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, because I got a better question.
Tony Pollard only has 2 rushing touchdowns.
They got to come on my lineup.
And I'm not looking at the rest, but most of this team's points
come from defense.
Scored by the defense.
I told y'all don't listen to me. That's what I keep saying.
So if our offense can protect the football,
we got top 3 offense,
which we do, and we don't allow their defense to score,
which we won't.
What are we worried about?
I never was. That's my point. But my question is, how many touchdowns, because it ain't many, have the 49ers given up to tight ends? I'm going with 0.
Who scored the touchdown in Pittsburgh?
We just gotta look it up. Oh, Fryermouth got one. So 1. It was Fryer. Fryermouth got the touchdown. Andre Greenlaw. So 1. We've given up 1 touchdown to a tight end.
Yes. And then
week 2, no tight end got in the end zone.
That was Rams game.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was just Kyron Williams,
and then
who else?
One was a rush from Kyron Williams. One was a throw to Kyron Williams. Was that it? And the rest field goals?
Yeah. They only scored 2 touchdowns, and then they had 3 field goals.
Yeah. And so let's go to week 3 because Darren Waller couldn't score.
Ends.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then Trey McBride or Zach Ertz got in the end zone against us in week 4.
I mean, Zach Ertz could have had one in garbage time, but he dropped it.
That's right.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda been.
And then Michael Wilson, what do they consider him, a wide receiver?
That's a wide receiver. Yeah. It's a big body.
Yeah, he's wide receiver.
He got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, I said that to say that I think the Niners cover tight ends very well, but the reason why I also said that was because the Niners defense struggled only on that 1 touchdown to Fryermuth in the red zone after a penalty. I just want people to remember that. That's what happened. That's how they got there. And then on top of that, Dallas struggles in the red zone. So I don't expect the tight ends to cook in this game. I just don't. But I do expect Dak to go to those tight ends. He's going to overthrow his receivers. Why? Because we don't get beat deep. So at the end of the day, if he tries to push a play down the field, it's going to be either overthrow because he's going to be running in pressure. This is not me being cocky. I'm just calling it like it is. And this is what we've seen from Dak. So if you're telling me Dak Prescott, and that's what we do on this show, y'all. We go through the stats, we go through whatever we take what we get. We take the substance and the context, and we talk about it. So if you're telling me Dak has 4 touchdowns on this season, and they're not to his playmakers, the only thing I would think about is if the Niners allow them in the red zone, will our red zone defense trump their red zone offense? That's the only thing. And the only way that happens is if Dallas forces the 49ers to be in some bullcrap mismatch defense like the Arizona Cardinals did. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Only way. Let's get to these super chats. All right. We got a bunch of them in here.
All right.
We'll start with Miss Debbie's super chat. All right. This is for Mose. You go ahead and read this one, bro.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. She says, blessings to the missus and wishing her many, many more Mo's. Can't wait to see you this weekend, my brother. I tell you what, when I run into Miss Debbie, that is going to be the biggest hug that I give out this weekend.
So I don't get the biggest
no
hug?
questions asked.
Awesome.
Breezy, listen, and I shouldn't be telling people this, but I'm going to tell people this. Every time I see Breezy, he is so excited to see me. And Breezy got like grown man strength. And I'm bigger than Breezy. I'm bigger than Breezy. I'm taller than Breezy. But every time Breezy see me, like he give me the biggest freaking hug. And I remember it's been a while since I seen him. And last year in Chicago, I show up to the 49ers Rush event and Breezy give me the biggest freaking hug. And I'm embarrassed to tell it, but I'm going to tell it because it's funny. He gave me a hug so big that he lifted me up off of both of my feet. My feet was in the air dangling like this. And then he let me go. I said, Breezy, don't ever do that again, bro.
There's a reason why I do that.
Man. Don't be so excited and give me a hug where you lift me up.
You my bro. There's a reason why I do that. Because the first time we met was in Philly.
Yeah.
And when we met, before the hug was the dap. You hit my hand so fucking hard, bro. I'm like, does this mother freaker know I need my hands? So I decided to be the aggressor.
Oh, goodness.
Bro, I forgot all about that. That's okay. So
When I tell you my hand was resonating, Peachy, I couldn't even scan our tickets to get to the game.
Mose does though. He gives the best hugs. Miss Deb, you're in for it because he really does.
But Miss Deb, I'm gonna see him before you do because he'll be with me before you get to the video shoot. So I'm getting my hug first so that I could tame him down a little bit. So you be good.
Yeah, just
like
a little bit.
You be good.
I don't want to hurt Miss Deb. I don't want to hurt Miss Deb.
Sean Shepard, Miss Deb, you get the foghorn. I'm sorry. Sean, you're gonna get it too. Peachy, you take this one.
Sean says, if the Cowgirls had a quarterback instead of Trailer Park Dak, they might win. If Biden was born black, then he wouldn't be white. If I had $1, you might too. So on and so on.
Sean, please tell me you and Kanan is gonna be at the video shoot so we can go get lunch or something afterwards or breakfast before. Please tell me you guys are going to be there. If not, we'll definitely see you at the game, Sean. But that is classic. And I'll take this one from Fernando. Thank you, Fernando. Let's not forget Ayuk is always open. Can't stop everyone. And Purdy can throw deep. Dallas is going to have to respect our run game. Much love.
Much love, Fernando.
Much love. Here's the thing, right? So this is crazy because I feel like Brock Purdy is almost biblical. Like you tried to TJ Watt him and sack him 3 or 4 times,
right.
Caused him to fumble. He still found a way to win the game, right? And then in week 2, they tried to keep Purdy off the daggone field with all the quick throws on the defense, and Purdy still went out there and got his offense to put up 30 points and still found a way to win the game. In week 3, I ain't never seen a team blitz even with Lawrence Taylor. They didn't blitz that damn much from the New York Football Giants. They blitzed 85% of the time, and they still didn't win the game. Week 4, I don't know what the hell type of defense they was playing, but I watched Purdy dice them up and then hit bombs.
Yep.
Like, it's like no matter, and I'm not putting him on a pedestal, but the kid just can adapt to the environment so quickly.
Yep.
It's like, oh, they blitzing. All right, I gotta get the ball in my hand quicker now. All right, I didn't like the way I got hit on that. Like, so that's to me, that's what's scary about the kid.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I don't know what Dallas is gonna do. I don't know. You can blitz, but that ain't y'all. Right? You might win one, but y'all not going to blitz 85% of the time. Y'all ain't got the secondary. Right. And so once Purdy adapts to the blitz, it's quick throws. Then when he gets the ball to a Debo, the quick throw catcher, next thing you know, you got to deal with Debo, who owns the Cowboys. Literally. Yeah. And he's right about Ayuk. Like, he's always open.
He really is. So like the one thing though is somebody put it out there. I forgot. It's talking about how bad Fred like can't stand Dallas. Let's not even talk about Trent. How much this game means to Trent.
I think
they have some battles back when he was watching.
Yeah,
like
I think people forget that part though.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. I think
he is gonna be he's gonna be ready and fired up for this game right here. I believe this O-line is starting to really like get his footing to gel.
3
and
pressures.
That's what should be scary.
3
is the fact that Brock's got this time. Because our O-line is with the help of, our tight ends or receivers or whoever it is that's blocking to help them out or whatever, is able to give him enough time to get the ball where he needs to get it to.
3 pressures.
Yeah.
Week 4, 3 pressures, 1 sack. And if you want to talk about McKivitz on that sack, I would just say, I don't know the defensive lineman, but that was the Tasmanian devil sack. Like, he spun so good.
Yeah, that was
that I think he confused McKivitz. And McKivitz is like, oh shoot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta out technique McKivitz. You can't outpower him. He's not giving at it. So speed and technique is how you beat McKivitz. That's what I'm trying. Speed with TJ Watt and the technique, and then just technique and spin from the kid from the player from the Cardinals. That's how he got beat. So McKivitz is giving up 4 sacks on the season, but 3 pressures total in that game.
Yes.
Like, we not showing the offensive line any love. 3? Like, they're gelling. And they did that against a divisional rival.
Yep.
So all I'm saying is, now we going into week 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the Niners rarely lose under the lights on Sunday. Like, it's like
that's
it's
right.
something about prime time that they like. I think they like being in prime time.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like showing off in prime time.
I really think they love being in prime time. Like, it's something about the prime time games where the players light up and they show up. The cool thing, let's talk about Christian McCaffrey. We'll finish this episode about Christian McCaffrey. So, Christian McCaffrey, we had to have known, coming from the pedigree that he comes from, coming from the amazing seasons he gave the Carolina Panthers, coming to the San Francisco 49ers midseason and just giving us a different life. We had to have known, bearing health, that Christian McCaffrey was going to be a problem, right? Like, we had to have known that, right? And so now he's putting up what we call, or what people call, MVP numbers. Now, Peachy, you may know this. Mose, you may know this as well. I definitely don't know this, so that's why I'm leaning on my crew. I can't recall the last non-quarterback to win MVP. I can't recall it. I can't tell who it was. I just don't remember, because it's literally like a quarterback award. Like, literally. But Christian McCaffrey, this is what he's done so far in the NFL. He's first in rush this year with 6 touchdowns. He's first in rush yards at 549. I feel like that's off, but okay. He's first at yards per game at 117.7. And he's first in total touchdowns, because now he has a receiving touchdown. So I think total yards, he might be at 549. I don't know if that's just rush yards. I thought he was 489 with rush yards. So we'll figure that out. But this is from Fox NFL. But these are his stats right now. Name a quarterback in the league other than C.J. Stroud, who probably will get Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
But name a quarterback in the league other than Brock Purdy that's putting up MVP numbers. I'll wait. And that's what we're here for.
None. The next one would be, I guess, Tua.
Okay.
would be the only quarterback I could really think of.
And I think he's leading, right? In the
Right,
MVP votes as of right now.
Yeah.
Do you think he might have dropped after?
Yeah,
the
definitely.
performance?
Actually,
after the loss, because I still thought he performed well.
I forgot what it was. I saw a new one, and I think that too it did drop. As a matter of fact,
CMC total yards is 600.
So 600 total.
459 on the ground.
That's what I thought.
And 141 in the air. So 600.
So maybe that's a typo. Did that say 559 on that graphic?
549.
549. I think they made a typo.
Do you think maybe that they weren't counting yesterday?
No,
that?
I think what Breezy said is that maybe they transposed the numbers.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
He's at 459 rushing yards.
Said 549.
So 549.
Oh, got
so
you.
Maybe
Yes.
they transposed the numbers.
Fox, get your stuff straight. Fox. Can't be
Supposed
using
to have
your
people
stuff.
that's
And you
supposed
put,
to right.
Yeah.
Supposed to have people that proofread and all that
what?
stuff.
Well,
And-
what?
and-
Easy. They can hire
answer
the
your-
crew,
Right.
and we'll do it for them.
That's right.
To answer your earlier question,
Yes, please.
the last MVP non-quarterback was a running back,
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson in 2012.
AD.
After he came off of that horrific injury, right?
Yep.
That's right. Whenever he had
Shout
the
out
robot.
to Jasmine.
the
Jasmine
robotic-
is on it. Miss Payne. House of
Awesome.
Pain. On it. Yo. What did he do in that season, Mose? I'm sorry.
Adrian Peterson in 2012.
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
Because I know he ain't rushed for 2,000 yards, right?
That might have been his 2000.
I think he
2012.
had
2,097 yards, 12 touchdowns. He had 40 receptions for 217 and one receiving touchdown.
He had over 2,500 per. Wow. Listen, it's like, but he was the offense of that Minnesota team.
Yeah, it was a total offense.
Yeah. Like everything was running through him.
Yes.
Wow. All right. And I'm glad we brought that up. I remember him being on that one year, that cover of Madden. Might have been that year or something like that. And
You know what? I think it
Madden
was.
25 or something. It was dope though. Sean's back with a contribution. He says that spin move was like a one-trick pony with two tricks. I'll be late, but be there. You know, why the Niners quarterback situation has been a circus because of Garbaggio wore clown shoes on the field. Glass gym. It's so cool because we don't have to talk about Garbaggio because Sean is always here and he has a word for Garbaggio just about each and every time we go live. And Sean, we just want you to know that you are more than welcomed because Garbaggio is not even playing right now.
That's right.
The
Garbaggio is out.
Well, and that's why we had to move on. You know, I was telling people earlier why my support for him it was high and then it dropped. And it wasn't because of his play. It wasn't. It was because he chose not to play. It was because in that 2020 season, he was fresh and cleared to play off of the high ankle sprain. And he chose not to go out there with his teammates. And for me, that's not a leader. I don't even want any part in that. And we still had to deal with him for 2 more years. So I'm still happy with his contributions and what he did for the Niners. But I couldn't be all in on Jimmy anymore once he did that. When I watched George Kittle, who uses the ankle more than Jimmy Garoppolo, and was out there to finish off that season with the same injury, to be honest, on the same field.
Yep.
Off the same field. So that's kind of when I started to have a change of heart for him. It wasn't just because he couldn't hit a big throw in the Super Bowl or whatever, or he stayed injured. It was because he made a business decision, and it was more like, dude, you gotta lead these young men.
Right.
You a captain.
But he's not a leader. So, you know.
To each their own.
I'm just saying.
To each
He's
their own.
not a leader. When I lost it was when I found out that he could have played in the NFC Championship game, and he chose not to.
So
And,
you held on longer than I did. Dang, you held on.
And that was, I was breaking. I was like, right. But I was really, like when that happened, I'm like, yeah, when the truth finally came out, why Kyle was so upset, because everybody was like, why is Kyle so upset? And all this stuff. And even Lynch was upset, like, yeah, we basically moved on past that, because people were asking him in the thing, in the pressers about, like if there was a chance where he come back. And so when they found out, how that was, and that he had an opportunity to play in the NFC Championship game and he chose not to, that was it for me.
That was it for
I lost
me.
all complete respect for him then.
Let's complete the show.
I was out on Jimmy before that. Yeah.
Before I was out?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
2021?
No, I was 2020.
Oh, you was 2020? Okay,
Yeah.
well then I'm a little after that. 2021. It's Tennessee. When AJ Brown was still a Titan.
Is that the game I had
And we
COVID and I
shoulda
couldn't
won?
go? I can't remember. Was that
Yes.
Christmas?
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was
Christmas
that one.
Eve?
When he missed Juice wide open on the sideline.
Oh, God.
That's when I was done. Because you're not even going through reads, my boy. Because if you just go through your read and just look at him,
Mm-hmm.
that don't even need to be a perfect pass. Just throw it anywhere in the vicinity.
Yeah.
He was so wide open that wherever you threw that ball, he would have a chance to adjust his body, bring it in, complete the catch, and walk into the end zone. That's when I was done.
Yeah.
That's when I was done. Because we should not have lost that game. And yes, AJ Brown went off. Say what you want to say about the defense, but that's because we couldn't sustain drives offensively.
That's right. They were freaking
And
worn
when
out because they had to do too
when
much.
you leave points on the field
Mm-hmm.
that were gimmies, can't have that.
Yeah, that was bad. That was real bad. I
All
remember
right.
that.
So, CMC,
Oh, he does?
what happened?
Somebody put Jimmy leads the league in receptions.
He probably
No,
does.
no way.
I don't know if he does.
There's no
Hold on.
way.
I'm
Right?
right now. Interceptions. Jimmy Garoppolo leads the league with 6 interceptions.
Yo, he missed the whole game.
He missed the whole game. Yep. Matthew Stafford has 5. Justin Fields has 5. Sam Howell has 5. Jimmy is at the top with 6.
Even like Baker Mayfield is not even. That's crazy.
Baker Mayfield has 2. Baker Mayfield has 7 touchdowns to 2 interceptions.
Wow, only 2.
So he's got a, what is that?
6 INTs. I
Close,
believe
close
it though.
to,
I'm surprised.
close to 3 to 1, close to 4 to 1 touchdown to interception ratio.
Well, Jimmy's gonna Jimmy. And the cool thing is he's no longer a Niner.
Amen.
And I mean, I know we try to keep tabs on him. Right now he's dealing with the concussion, so he has to clear the protocol so he can come back and play.
Yeah.
But you know what? The Niners have a centerpiece on their roster, and this guy literally split the Red Sea on Sunday. I mean, he finished the game with 4 touchdowns, over 100 rushing yards, a lot, receiving yards were there. He caught one of those touchdowns was a receiving touchdown. And, when you look at Christian McCaffrey, we talked about him being the focal point, and that's fine because he's going to be the focal point. He's always going to be the nucleus. He's going to be that the center of the attention. So what do the 49ers and Christian McCaffrey have to do to defeat this fast Dallas defense on Sunday night?
What you got, Mose?
Simple. We've been talking about it. Protect the football, force turnovers. That's it. If we stop their defense from scoring and we're able to force Dak into mistakes, which we seem to be able to do every time we play him, that is a recipe for us winning. Protect the ball on offense, force turnovers on defense.
I love it. Peachy?
If we stop the run and just the Dak just has to continue to throw, he's gonna throw picks because that's what he does when he tries to play hero ball, when he's rushed off his spot and he has to get rid of the football. so to not get trampled or whatever, like that's when he screws up and makes mistakes. We just saw them against Arizona with the same thing when he was trying to, bring them back so fast and he made a mistake in the red zone. He does that. So all of 49ers really have to do is just make sure that Tony Pollard doesn't get off and that whatever that other one behind his name is, that they don't get off like that and Dak having to throw. So they stack it to where Dak has no, thing with the throw. It'll be quite
Just going over the last time they played was in the playoffs. The score was 19-12. 49ers won. And I'm looking at this joint, and here's the only thing when I'm looking at the scoring chart. Yo, how about the only person that scored that's still on both teams is Christian McCaffrey. Robbie Gould is gone. Dalton Schultz is gone.
That's right.
And Brett Mayer is gone. He kicking for a different team. The Rams, I think.
Yeah, the Rams.
So that's just something interesting that I wanted to put out there. So at Levi Stadium, which was this game, and you could kind of break down the stats. You could look at Brock Purdy. You could look at all that. It is what it is. The Niners figured out a way to do what Peachy just said. They made Dak throw the ball. He threw the interception. We sealed the deal. This game was over. So I don't know if the game is going to be this close so early in the season. But we were talking about a bunch of injuries and dings and things in that playoff game.
Yeah.
Both teams brought it in that game. They did. Both teams brought it. So I will say that the Dallas Cowboys are going to look to bring it, hold this team to field goals. I think the Niners' offense is a lot better than it was.
Yes, it definitely
during that
is.
game. But I don't think Dallas' offense is a lot better than it was. And I think if you listen to any real Dallas Cowboy fan, they believe in their team, but they will tell you that 41, 45, 47-point Dallas Cowboy high-potent offense, that junk is gone. It's gone. They don't have the same offensive line. They don't have the same running backs. They don't have it's just gone. They're gonna try to help. They're gonna try to use their defense to help aid to the offense production. Get the ball on the short side of the 50. That's for me. Don't get any turnovers. Find a way to win that turnover battle. And find a way to be disciplined out there because this is a game. This is under the lights. You can't be doing silly, dumb stuff that, kids going to go home and try to repeat. You got to be careful. No fighting, no roughing the passer, no personal fouls, all that type of stuff. You got to ship that stuff out, man. Play your best ball on Sunday night. But the key to this game, the 49ers are right now going into this game pretty darn healthy. As a matter of fact, here's the injury report. We didn't talk much about this, but as far as the injuries, the only injuries that we're kind of concerned about, John Feliciano, concussion protocol, the ongoing injuries to Deebo Samuel with the ribs and the knee, Elijah Mitchell, Jawan Jennings, they all were at practice, but they're listed day to day. So I'm expecting those guys to heal, and be ready for a Sunday night game, which gives them a little bit more time. And if anybody's wondering what's going on, Brandon Ayuk, he's good to go. You saw him play a dominant game. And the 49ers worked out DB, safety, or dimebacker, Tarvarius Moore. So there's a possibility he will be suited back up. You get him back on special teams. Whoa, did I just yell Mose off the show? That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Didn't know that can happen. Sorry, Mose. But if you can get him back and on special teams, that's a good sign. I'm not sure what that means with the injury to Samuel Womack. I think he has another week. The 49ers may be getting players back off the PUP, Darrell Luter Jr. They may be getting players back off the IR like Danny Gray, Robert Bill Jr. I think Womack has one more week because he went on after week 1 of the NFL season. So I think he has to wait the 4 weeks before his practice window opens. Then there's the 21-day practice window if they decide to put you onto the active roster, which means there will be some people missing from the active roster. So we'll see how that pans out. Let's do some final thoughts and let's get on up out of here, y'alls.
What you got, Mose?
Love and appreciate everybody as usual. Again, happy birthday, Mrs. Mose Knows. We got a great week of content coming up, so make sure you're tuned into all the shows. Breezy's, daily show. What's your fantasy pigskin picks? You know where to find all your good 49ers and NFL content. And we understand what the mission is. We understand that this is another team in the NFC that we'll likely have to see later. Yep. So I think on Sunday night, we are going to put our best foot forward. I think we're going to get some things cleaned up this week, and we're going to see a more refined and more polished team. Will we be the best version of ourselves Sunday? Hopefully, but like we said, it's still early. If we can be a better version of what we saw the first 4 weeks, that's all I can ask for, because that means we are improving and we are getting better week by week. And as we continue to go throughout the season, continuing on that upward trajectory, that only bodes well for this team and our hopes of bringing home that 6th Lombardi. So I'm excited to get it going.
All right, Peachy, you can take us home. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go ahead, Peachy.
Mose pretty much said it all. Said most of the things that I was going to say. Thanks to the chat again. Chat was live. And opposing teams, you're always welcome in here. You can talk your mess as much as you want to. It's fine. We're all tough in here. This is a place where you can vent and get out what you need to get out. So you're always welcome here. So I know, some other shows I've heard of people or kick people out for that. No, we welcome that. This is nitty gritty. This is where this is at. So more than welcome to just talk your ish or whatever. Just be prepared that when it doesn't go your way, to come be right back in here at the same time so you can hear us talk ours. That's the only thing that we ask for. Like Mo said, there's a lot of shows going on. This is a huge week. It's a huge week on national TV. This is a huge week in content creating. If any of you Dallas people in here, if you know one of your content creators, hit them up and be like, hey, you want to come on the Wayne Breezy show and preview the game? And let's get it popping. This is going to be a huge week for everything. There's a lot of fun that is going on. We have the video that's going on Saturday. Anyone who is going to be in the San Jose area Sunday morning or Saturday morning, come and be a part of the video.
Yeah.
Go to that website, www.twbn.com /RSVP. The first 49 people will get an awesome new Faithful to the Bay rally towel. And they are nice. I'm telling you, they are really nice. They're quality. They're very, very nice. So come out and take a part in the music video and, have some fun before we get down to business Sunday night.
There it is. There it is. All right, guys. Listen, great week ahead of us. Great game ahead of us. We got a lot of content we got to create for you guys. Stick around. Make sure you guys are tuned in and locked in to the shows. Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias, because we do our own private shows and things like that on the social media. So make sure that your alerts are on everything, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok. I'm still learning that. But whatever it is, make sure you guys are rocking, because we do individual shows there. We got a bunch of shows right here on the Wayne Breezy channel coming up. Tomorrow is Tuesday. We got the NFL All 32 show. Peachy and I'll be doing that. On Wednesday, we got the What's Your Fantasy. On Thursday is the release of Pigskin Picks with Mose. I think I'm catching up. I feel like I'm catching up, but he's probably still beating me by 4. We'll see. Got a crazy bet wager going on. I don't want to say bet. We got a crazy, nice little friendly hand 5 cookies and cream thing going on. It's going to be fun. Make sure you tune into all the shows. I'm telling you, they're entertaining, they're fun, and they're informational. We love y'all. Always keep it nitty gritty, y'all. Y'all stay up, man. We'll see y'all again. Overreaction show Sunday, baby. Prime time.
Hey.
Breezy, gritty, this that 9
Mose knows. PG, fair to God. It's about that time, everybody turn your TVs on. The Mo's knows Peachy, Breezy, and fair to God. They keep it nitty gritty when they bring you 9 to talk. We two gorillas, silverback, nah, silver
You know it's
hawks.
busting the discussion cause we get it in. Every time you know we grinding, I was 8 to 10. We always play to win. The faithful going hard. It's Wayne, Breezy, Peachy, Mo's, Nose, and fear to God. Let's get it.
Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Don't like it, better take a walk. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall.
We outline players up in chalk.
Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Don't like it, better take a walk. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Line is tall. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall.